The light's good. Hang on. Hello. Let me just turn down.
I feel like your
There
screen,
you go.
I feel
Okay.
like your screen's dirty. My jumper looks glittery, and it's not. Just saying, it's not. It looks really glittery.
Oh, it looks quite glittery.
It does, but it's not.
Welcome, everybody. And here we are, Monday Fun Day, 1st of 2025. Hope everybody's having a great day wherever you are. We've not been around much, have we, for a couple of weeks through Christmas and New Year period.
Part-timers.
I know, as far as Onpassive is concerned, we have been a little bit part-time over the last 2 weeks. That's because of family, commitments, all of the above. But here we are once again, raring to go. New phase, new focus for what we have ahead here as far as Onpassive is concerned. Today is 6th of January 2022, and it's a Monday. How is everybody? Raring to go? We certainly are. And let's just talk a little bit about Onpassive before I hand it over to Jane's show. First off, then.
I feel like I should start introducing this as it's my show.
Well, you can do in a minute.
Next week.
First off, as I said the other day, I got a message in New Year of Mufareh, and then subsequently he put a message out to everybody, didn't he, in a pop-up in your OES. I hope you've had a chance to read it from top to bottom. Remember, you have to scroll using the slider or your down arrow if you've got a laptop. Also, since then, it has been enhanced to a certain degree. Wait one moment.
Hey, stop it.
It has been enhanced to make it a little bit brighter for the likes of Chris Johnson so that it can be read a little bit better. Talking of Onpassive, a couple of things that I need to bring to your attention. One is there is a bit of a scam going out at the moment, extracting money from people that's called My Onpassive. Okay, please, I'm going to say this time and time again. Onpassive will never ever ask you for any funds unless it is directed to be done through your ecosystem. Okay, anything outside of that is a scam. Okay, so please be vigilant, especially at this time of year when money is tight for everyone. Okay, don't get sucked into something that is not legitimate from the company. Okay, so that is one. It's called My Onpassive. Okay, so if you get anything from that, just delete it, guys, because it is not anything to do with our company. The other one is obviously there's an awful lot of rumors going around at the moment for various things and bits and pieces. Really is important to listen to the information really from our CEO, Mufareh. If he hasn't said it or it hasn't come through Marty and Chris, then it's not necessarily
or yourself
true. Or myself as well. Thank you very much for that, Jane. It's very kind of you. Okay. Let's not lose sight of our goals at this stage. I know many people are anxious. I know many people are having anxiety through the waiting period that we are at the moment. But please, guys, let's not lose focus of what your goal in life is. And you joined Onpassive for a reason. And let's grab hold of that reason, whether it's monetary, whether it's to change your life, your circumstances, whatever that reason is. Okay. Grab hold of that. Okay. And stay the course. It's going to be imminent. Okay. Anytime. Waiting for our CEO. Okay. Apart from that, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day wherever you are. And I hope that everybody has had a great Christmas and New Year to boot. Anyway, without further ado,
it's 2025.
I know, it's already just amazing. Without further ado, then I'll hand it over to Jane.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you for joining me, Red.
I know, right?
Oh, welcome. If it's your birthday today, many happy returns. I feel like it was. Did I miss out? Was it Ruth Pace's birthday the other day? Maybe. Anyway, if it's your birthday today, you share it with none other than Rowan Atkinson.
No way.
Mr. Bean, none other than.
That's right.
So that's quite interesting. I meant to look how old he was and I've forgotten.
I'm sure he's in his 70s, isn't
potentially. And also the wonderful actor, one of my favourite actors and Reds, I think, Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, him.
We really like him. He's been in all sorts of stuff.
His latest one is Day of the Jackal,
which if you haven't watched it, have a look. It's really, really good. So what have we been up to? Well, I can't believe it's 2025.
70 exactly today.
Oh, bless him. Is he?
Yeah.
I feel mean. I thought he was older than that. Anyway, don't say that too loud. We had as you know, we had a family Christmas, and like Red said, we have been off the radar a little bit because, you know, to quote Ash, family first. So we've been doing a little bit of that. We've been trying to spend time. You know, something that we do a lot of is we go around to see everyone. We don't get many visitors, and I think potentially that's because we live in 58 by 8. And we can't really sort of entertain too many people at one time. We have enough problems entertaining 2 dogs. And I take up an awful lot of room with all my clothes. So it's quite hard. And so we do an awful lot of travelling around, myself and Red, to his parents. My mum, as you know, is like a 3-hour drive. And obviously both our children are in, well, not one now. One is 40 minutes one way. One is 10 minutes the other way now, which is a great help to us. In fact, we had the children this morning. Very cute kids, very nice company, getting to that age now where they're having a good old chat. And so we do a lot of traveling around. We seem to do a lot of passing on to things. Can you pass this on? Can you pass that on? Can you take this here? Can you take that there? We do an awful lot of that. And so that was pretty much how our Christmas and New Year was taken up, wasn't it? We had a very quiet New Year. We are not massive New Year goers, really. We had what we call an early doors, as you know. And then, of course, we went off the other day in our converted camper for a couple of days to a place called Wells in Somerset, which is somewhere Red's always wanted to take me because he went there with his father. Oh, and it was beautiful. If you like a castle, a little quintessential town.
Cathedral.
It was just lovely. And we had some decent, well, it was cold, don't get me wrong, it was very cold, but we had lovely walking around weather. You have to be wrapped up,
built
obviously.
In the 1300s, so 13th century.
Right, Red reads all the signs. I take photos of Red reading signs because I think it's funny. Because I never
famous for its black swans above many other things. It's famous for.
We saw a kingfish. It was really nice. We saw a kingfisher. We saw a robin, a very tame robin sitting on a wall, which was very sweet. And we had a really, really nice time. We tried to use the more independent coffee shops and stuff. We try and do that all the time instead of the big wigs. Try and avoid them. And excuse me. Yeah, we had a really nice time. Until on our way home, somebody decided to drive past us very fast and took our whole wing mirror block off. It went with a massive bang, frightened me to death.
And the dogs.
But no one was hurt. And although we've got to buy a new one, and he was going one way and we were going the other way, and then we were in traffic and we couldn't stop. So there you go. So they, I do, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. so I always call it like the equilibrium of life. It's like one good thing, one bad thing, and then let's try and meet in the middle and let's not get too swayed by either, and it's like an equalization of life, isn't it? Something's really sweet, but then someone comes along and goes, actually, let's just, 100% happy. We're only going to let you be 99.9% happy. I'm going to whip your wing mirror off your car, your van. So anyway, but there you go. That's life. And like Vavine Benny says, life's too short to be stagnant in one spot. Absolutely. The definite gypsy in me likes to move around. And every 3 months she's going to jet off somewhere. Oh, how nice. I applaud you. That's us all over. That's me all over. In other news,
Stephen Brockers aims to meet us in 2025. You crack on, son.
Yeah,
come
definitely.
And meet us.
Come. Can you just give me a notice so I don't look as bad as I do on this screen today?
You look fine.
Fine?
Well, fantastic.
Anyway, in other news, some of you have noticed that I am with Red and our best friends are doing a marathon walk in May in honor of my mum and her battle with Alzheimer's. And we have to raise money. And some of you, bless you, have already seen it and already sponsored us.
Thank you.
That's so kind. The money doesn't come. We don't see the money. It goes straight to the cause. So that's really, really kind, especially Jean Lever, lover. I love you, darling, who sponsored us twice because she thought she'd done it wrong. And I can't retrieve that money, but anyway, we've spoken. She's absolutely fine. And it was a very sweet thing for her to do. And the fact that she smiled about that. And also some others. And the lovely Narelle Walk-On. Thank you so much this morning. I'm now the local weather woman for Gloucester because she messaged me this morning saying, can I have it from the horse's mouth? What's your weather doing? So I messaged her back and said, we've not seen a flake. It was very disappointing. The kids were all armed, ready. Nothing. It was all over the news. We were going to be 6 foot under of snow. Nothing. In fact, we got very wet. We walked the dogs yesterday morning and were drenched when we got back. It was really cold. It was very bitter and we got very wet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, you two are good doing all the humanity. We do. Do you know? We do. Vivine, we do. We try so hard. We are always I say quietly, I'm telling you, but like I've got a neighbour, you know, regardless of how much little or no money I have personally, she struggles generally. So, and I've just spoken to her, and tomorrow I'm taking her for a coffee. So that's my little thing, you know. And she's like, well, I can't come, I haven't got any. And I'm like, it's a coffee, you know, and chances are I'll have a piece of cake. But it's just these little tiny things just help. Love thy neighbour. I can't love all of them because one of them I don't really like, but that's another story. I'm not going to go down that route because it would wind me up. And that's because he's a taker and never a giver, only of advice, which is generally wrong. So anyway, I won't touch on that. It's not, I'm whispering because he's not that far from me.
Vivine, we can't put a link on here, but we will put it on our Facebook pages.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't thought of that, to be honest.
I don't know.
I don't think we're allowed. But if you have us on Facebook or on my Facebook, by all means, or if you want to, you don't have to. Just putting that out there. You are all so good anyway. Just being here is enough for us.
Yeah.
Send me a private message on Facebook. I'll accept it, and then I'll throw the link over. Literally, you know, a couple of dollars is everything, is amazing, and we have got to raise quite a lot of money for the privilege, by the way, guys. And they didn't even give us a free shirt this year. You have to buy one. I'm like, what? Anyway, it's all in aid of mum and anyone. We all know someone, don't we, who we all know someone who the big C touches, but I feel like these days we all know someone who is touched by Alzheimer's or dementia. So for me, this is, as I've told you before, this is my 60th year. I know I don't look a day over 59, do I? No. This is my 60th year, and I, as opposed to taking and doing, and like obviously Red wants to do something for me and stuff, like I said, let's equal it out, let's give. So I decided to do this walk, and I wrote to Red it, and I wrote my friend in, and she said, why don't the men do it with us? And I went, good idea.
Well, the last time they did it for Macmillan 2 years ago, Mark and I went down with them to Brighton, and we were obviously cheerleader supporters. Yeah. And we said at the time, we might as well have just done it with you.
Because they kept coming.
Because we were everywhere they were, we were there as well. So we might as well have just done it anyway. Yes. So this time we are doing it with them.
So we decided to rope the men in. So the four of us are going to go and walk the walk. It is, and I can tell you now, we did it, and it is not easy. And I am also 3 years older than that now. It's either gonna kill or cure me. And my hips, I like to think, my PT tells me that, Jane, you're stronger now. So I'm hoping that he's right, and it's not going to be as painful as the last 3 miles were last time. I think my friend was almost in tears.
Yeah,
and it was hard going. But And Jean, you're so right. If it was easy, it wouldn't feel as great doing it, is it? You know, I mean, it's hard going, and that to me just heightens the cause, and it's nothing compared to what people with Alzheimer's do and tackle every day. You know, we were just talking about this actually, funny enough. I know I'm on my soapbox now, and I'm doing well. I had nothing.
She had nothing. Nothing.
Chris and Marty just called earlier.
Yeah.
And Red had a really lovely chat with them and put a few things to bed, as they always do. And Marty was talking about, asked us about our parents, because obviously Red and myself are going through a little bit of a thing with sadness with both our parents. And we came to the conclusion, isn't it difficult? Like my mum, love her. There's a year between my mum and Red's mum, by the way. And my mum is a shell. For want of a better word, she's half the body weight she was last year. It's a travesty. It's cruel. She has no idea, no clue. She is just existing, if you like. Her heart beats, but that's the brain stems are all dying off at a rapid rate. Anyway, but on the other side of the coin, we have Red's mum, who has a tumour, who is really with it, and she's so stoic. She every day she's just great. She's just like sitting doing the crossword and everything. However, she does know, and they've told her it could strike like that and it could implode and that could be the end. And to live knowing that every day must be so hard, so difficult, and yet she faces it every day, and she's amazing, really. She rings me on a Monday night, guys, and we have a chat, because I'm her favourite daughter-in-law. The truth of the matter is I'm the only daughter-in-law, but it doesn't really matter. I'll take that. So I have a really nice chat with her, and it's amazing how well she's doing. And she always asks me, how's your mum? And there's never an update, really, because there's never really any change other than deterioration. And it's a sad outcome for mum, but it's also a sad outcome for Red's mum. But they are totally different parallels. Do you get me? Like, one knows, one has no idea. And where would you want to be? Do you know what I mean? It's a hard talk, isn't it? It's a hard chat to have. And anyway, but they deal with it. We deal with it. Anyway. That's enough of that. Anyway, I think I've talked everyone to death. So
you've done such a good job, Jane.
Thank you for turning up.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't it?
Anyway, it's so nice to see most of you in the chat, loads of you in the chat, all our faves, and yeah, we do really, really appreciate it. And as listening to me blab on, you know, saves Red a job, and we do appreciate, and not just people that sponsor or gift or any of that. It's not about that. It's about us carrying on with the Onpassive journey, and it is difficult at the moment. If I'm honest, I'm not struggling. It's a difficult path right now, because obviously we're on, the boundaries are a little bit changed, and everyone's going, ooh, you know, panic, don't panic.
No, don't
panic.
Yeah, we were.
I
was having. Obviously, I do talk to Chris and Marty an awful lot. Not over the Christmas period, by the way. You know, we are very mindful that it is family time. So we sort of kept at arm's length through Christmas and New Year. But I said, give us a call after you're live, and they did do. And we were just talking about things, and we were talking about, you know, the rumor drums going at the moment and all the rest of it. And one of the things that we all agreed with, and it makes so much sense if you think about it, is that the ones that are fueling the fires, so to speak, of negativity and discontent are the ones that have never always been fully involved or believing in what this company is trying to achieve. They've always been fence sitters, peripheral types of people, really. And this is so true, that they're not that man enough, and I mean that inverted commas, not from a male point of view, to leave and turn their back on Onpassive, because there's always that part of them that what if. So they're not, they like slinging the muck but they're not prepared to completely turn their back on it just in case. And we all agree that this is very noticeable in a lot of places at the moment.
Fence sitters.
That the people who are maybe not as positive as we would like them to be is because that they really haven't got the heart of Onpassive at their heart. You know, and I think for us here who are on this call at the moment, we are the ones that are the true believers of what this company is trying to do. I always try and maintain the same thing as what did I see when I first listened to our CEO Ash Mufareh back in August of 2018. What were the things that triggered me to get excited, to get my hopes and dreams and beliefs up from what he was saying? And it really was the way he portrayed himself, but more for me, it was what his white paper, his roadmap of what he was trying to achieve that really interested me. And that's what and why I have been one behind this project of Onpassive through thick and thin, and I still am now, because I firmly believe, and this is not for people to ridicule me of, I believe that what he is trying to do is going to have a very big impact, not only on the internet world as far as how business is done, but also from the humanitarian point of view. Now, if you combine all those sort of things, then you are going to get people who are going to push against it. It's only human nature. It's only natural. Businesses don't like change. Businesses like their gravy trains. Businesses like to continue to earn money the way they've always earned money. If they are at the top of that tree, why would they want to change it? You know, they're earning good. Thank you very much. That what they don't want is a new kid on the block to really upend their apple cart. And for me, this, I think, is why so many things have happened, is because it's a combination of external, internal, that really has almost scuppered everything. And we are extremely lucky to have a CEO who has many, many times dusted himself down and gone again, because he doesn't want to let us down more than anything else. Regardless
of, when you think a lot of people would have rode into the sunset, wouldn't they? They've gone,
I can't be doing this anymore. This is too much.
Too much, yeah.
You know, and to actually have that conviction that I know what I'm doing is the right thing, and I want to do it for the benefit of the people within the company, i.e. the users, us, then that's really is admirable. And I feel very lucky to still be part of this company. And this is why I'm saying, let's stick to the plan. Let's stick to your course of plan action that you want to have and what you want to achieve as far as Onpassive is concerned. It's there for the taking. All we have to do is ride out this period of time. It'll all be distant memories, guys. It'll all be part of your story of Onpassive, your story of how this company evolved, your story of where you were when this happened, and now look at us. You know, look at so many different companies along the line that have been called so many different names. I'll give you one example. Look at Bitcoin. When that first happened, it's the biggest scam that anybody has ever seen. Now look at it. You know, it will be very shortly a method of payment, won't it? You know?
I'm just going to jump in there. It doesn't matter who it was. A conversation that was had the other week about a guy asking Red, what do you know about Bitcoin? Now, he then tells us he's got 2 Bitcoin. Well,
actually, three and a half.
Well, lucky you. Now, I'm just going to go back a couple of years when Red was talking to him about Bitcoin, and he warned Red off from, it's pie in the sky, don't
5
you,
years
mate?
ago,
Yeah, it's pie in the sky. What you think, you're a dreamer, you're this, you're wasting your time, you're this, you're this, you're this. And funny enough, now this guy has got 3.5 Bitcoin and he's bragging to Red, oh, I've got 3.5 Bitcoin. What have you got? You know, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, isn't this the same guy that was literally sort of dissing Red, really, and like putting Red down, going, you know, that's just crap, don't you? You know, there's no, how can you have something that's not tangible, you know? And all, I remember this conversation, and I was watching the conversation of the week, and I was sitting back in my chair thinking, say nothing, Jane, because I so know the conversation. I thought, well, you've obviously got a very short memory and I haven't. So
I think what I'm trying to say here is that regardless of other people's opinions, it doesn't mean to say that your opinion and what you believe and what you think is wrong. Okay, everybody's allowed an opinion, totally get that, but you should never be in a position where somebody tries to change your opinion because they want their opinion coming out of your mouth. And that happens so many times. Too many people try and persuade somebody else to say the things that they want to hear because it makes them feel better. Change has adversity. Change for many people isn't comfortable. You only have to look at how industry has changed through the centuries. You know, the same things was happening from horse and carts to motor cars, and then through steam to petrol engines and electric and all the rest of it. All of these changes that happen through life and businesses always have the people who are at the top making the money trying to stop the change. Look at Blockbuster, look at Netflix, look at digital, look at CDs, look at tape recorders. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on about how change is inevitable, but the people don't want it who are at the top because it's their gravy train and they make so many others. Steve Brocklehurst, I cannot remember horse and cart. I was metaphorically speaking, mate.
How rude. It's not me.
I know.
I the trouble is, you know, there's a famous saying in there, it's not that there's not enough money in the world for the poor, it's there's not enough money in the world for the rich. Yeah. And they just want more and more and more, don't they? And us guys, hello, at the bottom.
When you got one guy who's nearly a 400 billion billionaire,
obscene.
That is just
obscene.
Nuts.
It's just what I mean, with the greatest respect, there are no pockets in shrouds.
I know, and he can actually afford to make everybody in the world a millionaire and still have a nice lot of change. It's just crazy, isn't it?
There are no pockets in shrouds. It doesn't really matter. You know, we're all going the same way. Anyway,
that's enough of everything for today, guys.
Is this me now? Oh God, I don't think I've got very long to do this. I feel like we've nattered on a bit.
I know we have.
Today. I am sorry, guys.
Anyway, I'll be back around. Oh, sorry, I won't be here tomorrow. I'm beating tomorrow, but I will be here Wednesday for sure. So no live tomorrow.
Hey guys,
they're going to go out in a minute. So they're getting restless. Thank you so much for being here. Jane is now going to go over to the chat. Obviously, if you're in green and Tea Clubber, you are going to be shouted out first. So stick your name down.
Nagarash Gasavi has just gone off the screen and he was in green. So Vivino Benny, hello, darling, to you. And MK Lee, hello to you. And Armando J. Bisignani the third, actually.
No, that was exclamation marks.
No, they're not. Oh, Curtis Strickland and Michelle Champagne, Michael Champagne, Krista Grazier and Ballyhoo Pushpin Media is with us. And the beautiful Jean Oliva is with us as well. And Narelle, our lovely Narelle, is with us. And Angie Lynn is also there. Steve Brocklehurst, Jarmo, hello to you. I think it was your birthday the other day, Jarmo.
Yeah, happy birthday,
you don't look a day over 21, mate. M. Kaylee is also with us as well. And I've got a beautiful dog. Look at this beautiful dog who needs a haircut, but still, you can share the screen with me, darling, because this is my bestest friend in the world. And Roy McPhail is with us as well. And M. Kaylee, Donna Hamblin, hello to you. I've not seen you for a while. However, I potentially just missed you. Sorry, I'm so sorry. And Brian Cook is with us as well. And Jean Nagarash Gusavi, Shrijit Jana is with us as well. And also Bimal Das, I'm moving over now. Sandra, Vincent and Telian Momin, he's with us as well. Melanie Marcono, wow, that's great name, that is. Audrey Gator is in the house. And Barjish Kaylee as well. Frank Rowe, hello to you. Moewa Jara. testing me there, bud. Joel Lithonian is with us as well. He's lit up in green. Hello to you as well. Levi Mamabolo is with us. Gemma Ramake. Hello, darling. Hello, beautiful.
John Barillo's there too.
John Barillo, hello to you. Keep it up, John. Keep it up. Frank Rowe and Shaz Nuaz also. Amman Patel, official. Nuno Santos, Doyle Engebretson gets me every time. Gets me every time.
He's freezing in the UK somewhere as well.
And obviously, I think I've said Narelle. I don't want to miss Narelle out. And Frank Rowe, Ken Pringle, hello to you. Rose Matalbi is also with us as well from South Africa. Ankul Das, Krishna Kumar Bendke as well. Lovely day today. Not where I am, but anyway, I'm sure it is where you are. Sinda Moravi, Apples there are coming. Frank Rowe and Barges Kaylee, Universal Gods Ministries. Oof, gosh.
I know that.
Okay. Paul Gottlob is also with us as well. And Sunil Danokar is also there. I do try my best with that every week. Frank Rowe is with us as well. Hello to you. I haven't seen Chris Johnson today, but he did just come off the phone to us. Where on earth are you? Anyway,
couple more there.
Konda Party, Raj Kumar is also with us, and the lovely Vavina Bennett. And I also saw, what's his name? I've just said it hello to him actually, from Spain.
Brian Quirk, yeah.
Sorry, I did say hello to you, Brian. And Kiodari Srinivas.
Okay, then,
guys.
Thank you so much
if
for
I've missed
attending.
You out, I'm so sorry.
I'll see you guys on Wednesday. No live tomorrow, but Wednesday there is. And we'll bring something to the table for you. Remember, log into your OESs on a daily basis for any updates that they're going to be there. And obviously, lives from Chris Marty and everyone else. Okay, that's it from us.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much for showing up, guys. Thank you. And stay safe. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
2025. Oh, shushy.